So, hello and welcome everyone to another Let's Play with the developers. My name is Raycomes and I'm under attack from something. An Enderman. How is this possible? I logged in just to die. So, we're live on our Patreon server again. As you can see, the episode ended as it last started. With a lot of good luck. Hi John, hi Ninja. That was fun. That Enderman wanted some love, as it seems. Yes. Okay, at least the bed is now so far away. That is. So. Oh. And we're kind of stuck. With a 3,500 ping is also amazing. Okay, we have to do a quick relog as well, since Murphy is upon us today. Waiting is Mr. Mr. Ladders is already here. Okay. And let's see if we now log in and things seem a little bit less rubber bandy and more sane in general. So I have a few SSH connections open here. Maybe a few more than necessary. Let me close a few down of those. I think all of these here are not necessary and are just... And thanks a lot for the subscription, Superminix. Your 6th month. You've been around here for a long time already. Hi Raven, how's Superminix? I'm doing well. Okay, now we're not rubber banding anymore, so that's great. Been doing a lot of university work today. Colonist got killed as well. I got my stuff back. And there they killed... They're attacking our builder. And I just had... Yeah, this episode is starting out great. I think I can close more of those terminals here. Less SSH open, the better. Okay, we go back again. 7,700 ping now, so that's an upgrade from the 3,500. We're getting close to over 9,000. Soon TM, yes, indeed. Okay, let's close these. 2 terminals to... Hi Mimey, how you doing? Okay, close another one. Stopping the transfer of that data on those 2. Only need 1 of them, that's fine. Actually I did... Okay. 2 terminals open. Now it should be better. Yeah, Ray was kind of oopsie today. And we're back to rubber banding, are we? Okay. Up we go again. And I hope this time... Okay. That was a large rubber band. The problem is not that it's open SSH connections that are taking internet resources, I believe. But I believe we're going to make progress. Yeah, tabs is usually not that bad, but I have like SSH connections open that are actually processing things. So I believe that might be causing some of those problems. Okay. Let's see. 400 milliseconds, that seems more reasonable now. And I can't wait for us to move the server to the other one. Yeah, but I'm constantly sending stuff on the other side. constantly receiving and sending stuff to the other side. That's the problem there. Okay, we got a builder's hut. Finished, apparently. Is that... Yeah, that was here, and we closed down this wall here. And I guess we should probably then start constructing those towers. And have the builder take care of this. I guess the builder is mourning as expected. So, where's this darn Enderman? Come here, your madness. Die, you. Mad Enderman. So they're still mourning. Still have here a little bit open. We're always happy to receive visitors. That's not a problem at all. There's not a lot to see yet though here in general. So, and here, killing more of those nasty Endermans. I really wonder where those sudden enemies came from. I really wonder. Maybe it's a little bit dark in here and they were spawning. Or they just spawned in general. So let's mine this tree here as well. Oh, that went fairly large down. Are they still? So that one is mourning. Do we have any other mobs around here still? Okay, it seems fine for now. No enemies around here. So let me remove the 2 death points. There we go. Nice. That sounds great. So, meanwhile, I'm going to spend time to make sure those here are all safe. I can see. Okay. I'll go down to the ship for now. Although, I wonder if I should... Yeah. Maybe not go down yet and make sure our citizens here are safe while they're mourning. And Sam isn't voice chat, but I think he forgot to update the pack and is currently doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it because I also forgot it.
It's always easy to forget.
And they had to copy over the Optifine stuff. That's also why it took a little bit longer to get started. So, what will this builder upgrade cost, by the way? Basalt, some stone, some wool, crimson stem. That's not so bad. We should probably do this here next. All of this needs a lot of basalt. I have to... Even the guard tower... Where is it? Ah, it's using the basalt as infrastructure, basically. Let me cancel that. Let me see. There's 36 basalt. A little bit of crimson. We don't have any crimson wood here, do we? I wonder... where there is a crimson forest. Maybe I find some crimson wood in that direction. Let's go for a little adventure in the southeast corner. Southeast. That should be fine. Ah, here. Yeah. So. And I think, so again checking, let's do an adventure over here and let's see if we can, let's dump first our inventory and then we make a quick adventure. Next to the town hall block as well. Ah, here, yes. All of this is rather dark, isn't it? True. I hadn't seen that. Okay, now we go downstairs, dump a few of our things, and then we try to find the crimson blocks. So, don't mind me, I'm just streaming and meanwhile executing experiments on the research cluster. Okay, that is some of the stuff. Ah, and we have here auto jump on. Lord, is that annoying. And then ores, diamonds. Is there any maybe counts? What is this? Stone. Can dump some of this. Planks and saplings. I would want to keep them. Fungus. Okay. Now we are better equipped. I still should plants and saplings, wooden logs, dump these, and make some more tools. I don't know anyone who likes auto jump. I don't think anyone likes auto jump. It's one of the worst things they've ever added. I wonder if they just added it because of the console edition or something like this. Maybe Xbox players, etc. play with it. That's the only possible explanation I have for it, basically. Okay. I should get some more food. Probably. Stone, food. Should get some more food before I leave. So let's cook some of these. Items to smelt. Smell them. And do we see here any... Where do they end, by the way? Where does this go? Ah, in those barrels. Ah, and this barrels. Ah, this is the output barrel. I see, I see. Okay. Yeah, Raven started recently. She also doesn't like auto jump, so that somehow confirms our opinion. Yeah, I also started long before auto jump was introduced. So for me, it's obviously like, why? But it's because it's super squishy. You stand next to a block, you don't want to go up. I don't think that it's something in general you want in a voxel game like that. Okay, that should be enough food for now. So, up here we go. Hi, Amazing Barrel, how are you doing? Never seen any armor that gives auto jump, to be honest.
Gold.
Is there armor that does it? I've never heard of that. So we have a tunnel that goes down from somewhere. I forgot. But we want to go now slowly into this direction and see if we can find a crimson forest. Oh wow, that's kinda dangerous. So in this direction. Oh, have some nether spawnings here. That doesn't look deadly, but it doesn't look very inviting either. Jump down there. I think jump down here. And then we take a vine. That's better. Oh, there's another nether portal here. We have a neighbor. I don't think we need oak saplings at the moment, at least. Oh, I went south instead of north, but there's a crimson forest here, so that still works. But we have a neighbor. Who is there on the other side? Yeah, I'm going there to see who it is. Yeah, I went the wrong direction, but I still found a crimson forest, so I'm just going to pretend it was the right direction. It was all intended. We even have an emoji for that, don't we? Yeah. So, loading the terrain. So... and meanwhile we are loading terrain on the other side. Just a matter... I timed out. Did the server time out too? I think so, right? Everyone did. So me loading the chunks on the other side killed the server. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to lock the minimap north. I did that in the last update, but then I forgot it again. In the mod options, you can lock the minimap to north. We're going to see that right now. I'm going to adjust the minimap anyway. Yeah, the update wiped the settings. I had all of those set up as well. And we're going to see that right now, how you lock that. Yeah, you press Y and then there's a bunch of settings. A bunch of very useful ones indeed. Okay, what is this madness? So there's no one on the other side. Just an endless ocean. And a portal. And a lot of Endermen. So, either way. Why? Then we got here what we wanted. Show current biome on. Then minimap on, lock north on. So those are the two settings we wanted. So that also explains why all my waypoints are gone. Which is also very annoying. Let's go back. I'm not having any problems with Optifine in 1.16.4 plus at the moment. Works, all the things are working reasonably well, to be honest. It keeps making you crash. That's weird. It works. Are you on the newest one? Maybe I forgot to update. Oh no. And they're killing our colonists again. Shirley! Shirley, what are you doing? We have to protect our citizens. Shirley's dead. Yeah, you can't protect our citizens very well when you're dead, can you? Ay. So, until this colony gets somewhat productive, it's going to take a while yet, I guess. Okay, we have to go in this direction. We're gonna just dig through here. Maybe I'm one older version, and that's why it's working for me. So there we go. Okay, we dug through it, and here that should be a crimson forest, crimson stem. I think it is. At least this little part here. But that should be just enough to get some wood. So that's blackstone, that's not what we need. But a bunch of this crimson fungus is also what we want, because we can grow them. So that's a crimson tree. More crimson fungus. more of those fungi. And this is a different one. So here we had the crimson. And we want to go more into this direction to get more crimson stuff. The guard towers nowadays provide housing by themselves as well. I'm not sure. Maybe older version and one older version of Optifine might not crash you. But I can't really guarantee this because Optifine is very inconsistent with when and how and for who it crashes. So here we go. I don't have... Okay, let's make a quick random crafting table. Hi Sam.
Oh wow, a lot of people online.
We already had plenty of deaths in our colony.
What? Again? What's
Yes.
in our Hassan building?
I logged in, they were mourning, and then I went... I thought Shirley was taking care of them. And I went to gather crimson blocks and someone died again, so more mourning.
God damn.
Yeah, and barracks is also something you have to research first. So that's also not something we can get so early.
Finished.
Whoops, ouch. That was very close.
Hey, our builders had this finished.
One builder is finished. So now we just need to get people assigned. And thanks a lot for the subscription, Andrexola. Alexanderola. Sorry. Thanks a lot for the subscription. As in... Yeah, we discussed quite some politics here as well. Glad you're enjoying Minecolonies. And yes, I'm doing capoeira for a very long... And thanks a lot, Captain Salt, as well. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing capoeira for 10 years now, so that's quite the amount of time actually I'm doing that already. So now we gotta get back to around here. So this is this direction. We got some crimson wood and a bunch of crimson fungi, some weeping vines. That should be enough to set up us up for a while. Yes, this is the 116 server, exactly. So, and you know, we had somewhere a way that I dug. That should be down here, the tunnel. Isn't it? Here. The IP is on the Patreon Discord. So... I guess you had to agree to a lot of the topics we were discussing about. And glad you enjoyed them. So, well, someone blocked this here from happening. So we have to go more and I have to pass here then. You got your second screen? Nice. So here's our boat. So I just gotta get... This is the portal I took, isn't it? So I just have to get on the other side. So... the need... Okay, almost... So I have to make it here. I think the tech is a very important thing in general, and it's because tech is going to what optimally is going to allow us to live a high quality life with high advanced medicine, etc., without having to work too much. Maybe one day in a reasonable amount of time. In a reasonable amount of work. So, we go up again. Hi Twitch Sig. Also, I'm a computer scientist, I want to become a professor, so like I'm one of the people who are developing the tech. And I want to become one of the people continuing to be one of the people developing the future tech. So is our builder still mourning all of them, I guess? Yes. And we got a piglin in here, but piglins are fine. The problem are the pigmen. So, gotta eat something. Now, we did have the other stuff in this downward direction here. Yeah, we actually should be at that stage already, but humane interests always lag behind corporate interests. So those things always take significantly longer. And yeah. So there we go. We want to go in this direction and then down. That's as far as I remember, at least. Nice. So, okay. I'm hearing a nasty Enderman around me. Am I going the right direction? Yes. Maybe I can... Aish! Darn you, Enderman. I didn't even look at this guy again.
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Well, what? Those Endermen, they just get aggro. You barely look into their direction. You barely look into direction. And they aggro you. Lord?
No, they only aggro you. None of us other two.
They don't like me. I knew it.
Yeah.
So we're changing dimension again, but at least into the nether. So that should not be a problem. Gotta do something really quick. I'm sorry, I have to start up some machines really quickly. Done. Okay. And I made it now. And now everyone got kicked again. What the luck. So everything was running fine until I arrived, it seems. Ah, you guys fell out when I arrived? That's weird. Someone should have been there in the nether loading those chunks already. Yeah, now the server is actually down and actually crashed again. Yeah, we definitely need to move that server over. We're going to be doing that on the weekend. So tomorrow is Thursday, so it's only a matter of a few days.
Yeah.
Until we are able to do that finally. Yeah, the other servers should handle that much better. It has a better connection. So it's a town hall you made. It seems a little bit small for a town hall, doesn't it? The real communities you spoke of, it exists in early American colonies where most essentials were common. The main factor to why it worked was the small volume of people. Yeah. Yeah, those kind of systems work relatively well in a small scale, and they always break apart in bigger scales. But that's also because we had up to now like a lack of how do I say, technology for it. Like in the ant colonies, actually, ant colonies also, it's a smaller group of ants that do the most amount of work, interestingly. And those, like, I'm talking about those enormous ant colonies, those enormous underground colonies where they build the tunnels. It's actually only because those tunnels don't allow all of them to dig the tunnels at the same time. It's actually don't remember the stats completely, but it was like there is only a subset of ants that do most of the work, and some ants are just slacking off in parentheses. You're starting from level 1. Yeah, 20 milliseconds ping. Wasn't it nice in the other server? But like nowadays, like I often say, we have the technology for everything. We can produce enough food, medicine, and technology only with 10% of the people, of the population, and the rest. And the rest we can then get good, nice jobs as well. So we can give everyone easily 20-hour jobs. And there is actually, like, talking about this, even like not going from a social standpoint, even from a corporate standpoint, it actually makes a lot of sense. For example, I've read recently, I think it was around half a year ago, an article about a German company that is like doing some web services or something like this. Just general normal IT startup. And they have 20-hour working weeks. And that company has actually 20-hour working weeks. And I lost my grave. So, what was the mod? Tembi, recovery, load player, breakcomes? Was it this? Wasn't this? TB recovery? No. TB. Okay, TB recovery apparently worked. No, it didn't.
I serve with
that is not the stuff. Whatever, I'm going to go...
Your gold.
I'm going to go back to the Crimson Forest. It was down here, we know where it is. Let's go back to the Crimson Forest and we get my stuff, and 10,000 ping we have again. Let me relog again. So, what I was talking about, that company has a 20-hour working week. So they work basically from 7 o'clock to... from 7 to 1, I think it was. And they said they were able to maintain the same level of productivity they had before adding this. So they said, so they did some things as well, like they reduced meeting times and these kinds of things, reduced bureaucracy and some of these kinds of things as well. But in general, they said they're on the same level of productivity they were before adding that system, and on 20-hour working weeks. So people are, when they're working, significantly more productive. So they also said they don't have like music playing and these kinds of things, people slacking off during a coffee break. So people are just in general more focused. It's also easier to be heavily focused in 20 hours instead of 40 hours, right? And then the only thing they said they noticed is a problem is that you don't have the same team dynamics. It's like because you only have 20 hours and people are busily working, people don't develop a team spirit. So they create like once a week team events where they go cooking together or something like this. And this way they're dealing just well, able to compete with all the other companies in the industry, and working only 20-hour weeks instead of 40-hour weeks. So we already see that does work in practice, even in corporate interest, because you can be sure that that company probably has lower builds in the offices, right? Because they need less electricity in the office and all these kinds of things. Yeah, the problem was that the increase of productivity in the early 20th century went entirely, the bonus of that productivity went 100% for the corporations and none of it for the people. That is I would say, is probably the main problem, since that productivity increase only brought more profit for the company and not actually any advantages for the workers themselves. No. Sorry if you understood me wrong, Ninja. Those people that are working 20-hour weeks are being paid for 40 hours. Don't get it wrong. They are paying the people as they were working 40 hours. They're not paying the people only 20-hour salaries. I don't know which mod, but there is one mod that adds it. I'm not sure how to turn it off. I remember on the last server someone found it. I'm sure it's only a matter of time until someone finds out how to turn it off again. It's difficult to say yet how, because of the level 1. I would have to see how it looks like on level 5 to be able to reasonably give you a feedback on it. You're counting? I hope you are. I'm dropping some of that stuff here off. Maybe some of the blackstone too. It helped you at least, that's something. But yes, they are getting paid 20 for 40 hours, but are actually only working probably one disappeared because of the yeah, exactly. It's very inefficient. Like I'm not going to name the company I worked in, but I worked in a major German company in a computer science department. They had mostly 40-hour weeks as well. And I can say that people were effectively working 50 20 hours per week. And the other time was mostly spent doing busy work. So there's a lot of bureaucracy and useless meetings and coffee breaks and longer lunch breaks and these kinds of things. Hi Tinty Tots. So in the end, everyone is miserable because people have to stay longer at work but produce the same amount, because it's just not reasonably possible to be productive in a high mentally taxing job. It's just not possible. And then that's why people are just productive less hours but have to stay the hours at work. Then sometimes even have to do overtime, spend times kneeing into something where actually sleeping over the problem would be much more productive. So okay, I think we're fine again now. So got a little bit of everything. So we can now again come back. Yeah, that sucks double then, if you even have to spend your free time with the people at work to make a good impression. Yeah. But yes, it's just completely viable to do these things. And it's mainly a matter of some big companies adjusting to it. I mean, even Google in their... They have like this 1 day a week where people are allowed to work on whatever they want, and that day is like one of the most productive days of the week. So I think it's a matter of time that maybe companies like Google notice that it makes sense to have people work only 20 hours. And since they require good developers, they can't afford paying them badly. So maybe one of these companies does the start, and we could get changes. But in general, I think the real changes are only able to be done on the government level in this regard. On legislation to have less working hours, and especially consider productivity to calculate the necessary working hours. So, yeah, we have to go around here. Because there's... I think we can go up there, potentially. Oops. So.
Just morning was over. What are they doing now? Sleeping. Damn it.
So... yeah, teleworking, I read that in some areas teleworking was very efficient. In some others, it was not greatly efficient. But I think the reason the companies are stopping teleworking, even if it was efficient, is just that they like to have control. So it's like a control thing, right? I don't trust the employees, I don't trust people to work even the amount of hours for the amount of things they got done. So it's kind of a control thing, I think. So we're finding different paths around. And no one said that capitalism is smart. There are some people who think that competition creates innovation, but I don't believe that. I think what creates innovation is necessity, mainly. Because if we see, we have like thousands of the same product without meaningful difference, and that's not what I would call innovation. What companies are doing is not innovating their products often, it's just trying to rebrand it and sell it again without adding meaningful benefits. And so how do I... Darn, I have to mine through a wall here. I thought I could walk back over this side as well, but apparently I can't. Meh. Now schedule the guard tower upgrade first, I would say. Ah, we have already a guard tower upgrade scheduled. So
yeah,
yes.
I had started.
So we gotta go here.
Yeah, we need some guards so they don't die all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, John. Just this thinking like, if I'm not there, it doesn't work. I think it's also because because managers need a reason to exist. Right? So I think during the teleworking, a lot of the managers were noticing like, oh, actually things are going fine without me as well.
Yeah,
without me
what am I even doing?
pestering people. And knowing how to move numbers in an Excel sheet. But general... It's like this story. Not sure who has read the book Thinking Fast and Slow of Kahneman about statistics. And he kind of went to some major banks and had a talk about that there is no statistical difference between a broker, like those guys that make up to $1 billion of money for buying stocks, between a successful broker and an unsuccessful broker. It was basically the brokers that were very successful this year were less successful next year. And so statistically over a period of time, those people were just like as successful as just randomly buying things. And he basically told those people that like having monkeys select the stocks would have basically the same result, or just computers doing it probably having even a better result. And everyone was like, yeah. Didn't care about that. They know it. They don't care about it. As long as they get their high salary for doing something computers do better, 1,000,000 times better, their billion salaries, it's fine for them. You say... But I think that is also a problem of the general system. I wouldn't say that the problem is like because men can't do the parenting job well or something like this, that devices are doing it basically. I think that is, you have the same thing with young mothers and parents. I think the problem is more that a lot of young parents are way too focused on themselves and have kids. I don't know why they have kids, to be honest. Sometimes. And spend their times on other things and leave their kids be. So I wouldn't say that is a problem of more women in the workforce. I think it's a general problem of people being completely addicted to their smartphones and social media. I'm a little bit lost. Not very lost. A little bit only. Not sure. A little bit maybe. I wouldn't say it's any major contributing factor. So there's our ship. So we made it back. So I was only a little bit lost, like I said. From my friends who work in corporation, they said the number of Skype and Zoom meeting were up. Yeah, exactly. That I believe. Just making Zoom meetings just to have Zoom meetings. And not because they were actually anyhow necessary. I'm 100% sure of that, yes. So, dropping some of these things off here.
Wait, we need more basalt.
More
Oh,
basalt? Yeah, I
basalt.
thought so. Where's the wood, stone, food, plant saplings here, planks and wood. So I dropped off this here. I need to get some more food. And then I'll head to get more basalt. So put this in here. Some more of the other food as well in the other one. Producing a little bit of food. And then we can continue. And so the basalt was, as far as I know, in this lower direction. But it was relatively far away, so maybe we could try to just go up as well and see how it looks like in that direction. I'm kind of sick of going south. So let's try to go north instead. So that's enough food. Let's go north. That's this direction. Let's go up first and then we go north. Yeah, the map got restarted, unfortunately. And someone let our builder be killed again. You had one job.
Not my fault, I crashed.
There's darn piglins again.
What the-
How do they get in?
Maybe they spawn afterwards.
Oops, 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 oops. You nasties. I think the problem is when the chunk unloads
I get to build it
and it
again?
reloads, we get piglins. This is kind of my theory. Because every time the chunks unload and reload, I see piglins up here. I wonder if vanilla has something like on the chunk reload, like check. Is it a nether chunk? Are there any piglins here? If not, spawn some new ones. I did see the there was a basement in the builder's hut. Did that lead? No, that basement is fine here.
Hi-ho.
Okay. Yeah. We also have a very, very high degree of over-management. I already had, like, my sister worked in another major company, and she told me as well how much time is lost by superiors coming up with stupid ideas. And as a result, a lot of time is lost every time. I don't even remember how often she told me that story already. So, sure there's not too many of these. I'm still waiting. Are you online again already? No, right?
No.
So because I'm waiting for you to come back now, so that I can
I'll take care
leave the
of
workers here in peace and go
your
north.
gold.
Because I don't want to unload and reload the chunks. I think that would result in bad things. So that's basalt bag for this builder,
It's your
as
gold.
well as this. So we got this full here. Sam Letters is back in the game. And we can give some of these blocks back too. Okay. And are you around here already, or are you somewhere else?
I'm next to our second pillar.
Okay. We place a waypoint. So where was it? Waypoints at home. So got a problem with the O on that one. Okay. Now we get north and try to find some more basalt. It is kind of very nasty to get through. Ouch, ouch. So, there's a lot of lava in this biome here. Oh. So let's recross this again. Yeah, those piglins. So we get down here. Oh, those blocks are kind of like almost invisible, or like super difficult to navigate through. So one deeper here. So one deeper. No, that's not. That was not one deeper. One deeper here. Then one deeper here. I got some ender pearls for the emergency with me. One deeper here. Yeah, I should probably put a waypoint next to the bridge then. I agree. So, then we open the waypoints again, add, call it back. Okay, and now we want to go north from here. Good thing the piglins are not aggro anymore. Else that would be nasty. And we have this gel block. I really like this biome. It looks really neat. Fortunately, it's not what we are looking for. Others are like chains coming down. Oh, that looks creative. So. Yeah, people like things to hate. I mean, that guess why populism is so successful. It's because they offer very easy answer to all the problems. Why your job is shitty, why you're being paid so little. All those problems, easy solution. It's everyone else's fault and not your society's. Populism is very popular. Oh wow. So, and we then do some little bit building here. But yes, easy answers is always the best thing for everyone. So you give people easy answers to all their problems in life, and the majority of them are going to be like, yeah, for most people, and people are going to be much happier, right? Like the easiest answer to climate change is there is no climate change, don't worry. Or at least there's nothing we can do. It's always been this way, always getting warmer. We have to live with it. That's the easiest answer to climate change, right?
Yeah.
The easiest answer to coronavirus is there is no coronavirus. So, I hope you have got the counter ready.
Okay, they're sleeping again. And then they're morning again.
Yeah. Isn't that great? We got another normal biome here. Yes, I'm using Optifine.
You're not so fine.
Opti not so fine. Opti at the moment fine. Opti maybe in the future not fine anymore.
Where did he spawn? God damn it, they just appeared a piglin in the middle of our lighted area.
Yeah, there is a virus, yes. There is definitely a virus, and the virus is not very great. Not because it's extremely deadly, but because it spreads overly quickly and is difficult to control. It's more deadly than the flu, but the problem is the spreading it has, which makes it a really problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like there's some billion-year carbon storage under the earth we are burning, basically. Yeah, now that can't have to do anything to do with anything. Seems completely unrelated to me.
Yeah, when you are putting like tons of material on the planet on fire, and then you wonder why it's getting warmer.
Hey, it's like if you look only at the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, at the graphs, it's like for centuries what we not for centuries, but for like 1-2 centuries, the amount we're burning and putting in the air is insane. To think that we can do that without any consequences, it's kind of ignorant. So, we're out again. I think I should put here another one, right? Waypoint at back 2.
I guess we won't have any like gold or leather issues when we got some guards.
Yeah, I think so too.
You have so many gold nuggets and rotten flesh.
Yeah, the problem is then that that all those people, it's like it's not a problem if people are just ignorant and don't affect stuff, but if people are ignorant and are then spreading the virus to everyone, that's problematic, right? Like not wearing a mask, not wearing the mask correctly, not following standard hygiene rules. All those kinds of things. Then it becomes problematic. So we have this biome here. which looks interesting to say the least. What are the coordination? What are the chords of our ship? Can you post it in the chat quickly, Sam?
Our ship?
Yes.
Oh, didn't. Wait, I think I made a waypoint. Yes.
Oh wait, do you mean the overworld location or the nether location?
Nether.
And now I meant the user that asked.
Overworld is like minus 5000 Z and minus 200 X. X.
I wonder. If there's any way. Ouch. There's nether. I think I should go down again. I'm a bit too high. So. Ouch, ouch.
Are you dying?
I'm dying. Yes, I am. I shouldn't jump here. Because those quartz crystals, they actually hurt. Ouch. They hurt a lot. It's super nasty how much they hurt actually. Who invented this?
Crystals are like static, right? You don't have to walk into it, right?
Yeah, but there's too much of them.
Just don't walk into it.
Ah. Darn it.
You know that you just could have stopped moving and eat something.
I stopped moving. I stood inside one.
That's a bad place to stop moving.
Okay. Okay. We go back.
How about we ask stream chat who saw it coming?
That's a rhetorical question I don't have to ask. Talking about that. So. The nether chords are minus 37, minus 650. Minus 37, minus 650. Okay, nice. So those are fine too.
Yeah, you can use an eye to teleport with the key, but that's kind of expensive goal.
So bandwidth 100. Yes. Okay. North we go. I might be number 1 in deaths. I lord, and I don't have any gold armor at the moment.
No. No, surely is number 1 by far.
Surely is number 1?
With 21 deaths.
Where's the death counter?
There is slash death counter.
Death counter get. How does it display? Just death counter.
Type it in chat.
I'm third, you see? I'm only third.
Yeah.
But also I'm running around doing dangerous stuff. In the nether. Unless someone was just lazily with armor standing around here.
Hey, I have to stand around here, else our citizens die again.
Okay.
I even killed one of those zombie piglings which nearly killed a citizen again. And he just spawned like right in the middle of this. Not even sure why he can spawn here.
Do we have the stuff? I don't think we have the stuff for an ender eye though.
Don't think we have place what.
Oh, we do.
I think you only need a normal ender pearl.
How do I do this?
I think just crafting it with the key.
Crafting it with the key? Yes, that works.
See?
Okay, that's good.
I mean, we could also like build some graves, but not sure if we have grave dust yet.
Now the
Although you guys died so often, so you should have some grave dust.
we should have some grave dust, yes.
Then I'm going to quickly.
But I killed a lot of mobs already too, and I got a bunch of grave dust from that too.
Oh, that's nice. Wasn't sure if we like get grave dust in the nether as well.
So there we go. So yeah, and I had even some ender pearls on me. But yeah, we should definitely make those graves. I think that's definitely a useful thing to get. Darn those crystals everywhere. You nasties.
I just see sweet grave dust. Not sure if that's
In the mob drops.
Yeah.
That's not enough, I guess. How much do we need?
Oh, 3. Okay.
I just see 3. How many do we need? 3. Okay, that solves it, I guess.
Well, we could use more, but 3 is the minimum. Ah, we need a skeleton head.
Oh, we need a skeleton
Or
head.
any monster head. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, we don't have those, I think.
We could kill some wither skeletons.
Yeah. No.
Why not? It's just some skeletons.
We don't even have the armor to kill other things. Wither skeletons are a completely different level of... What is this?
I've got iron armor. Well,
I found a
just-
tower in the nether. Ouch. This looks like super awesome. But I'm afraid there's anything killing inside there. Hot tourist destination. Okay, that's a different thing. What is this? I found nether wart.
Is that what? It's nice. Oh, you found some buildings.
Yeah, I found a building. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Who is attacking me? I can't see anything attacking me. But I took a lot of damage. I couldn't see the... I think Optifine has issues with nether brutes because it didn't render it. No, it wasn't on the floor below. It was right next to me. But Optifine didn't render it for some reason. I'm moving up in the death ranking. I wonder if it's Optifine or something else. Could be Optifine. Opti not very fine in this moment. Okay, that is going to be difficult. So I'm going to have... Hi there. I'm going to have to take some blocks. Basically arrive and build myself a tower. And hope I don't die until then, while the chunks are loading. So...
That's weird. Why
Okay.
can't I promote?
Okay, now they loaded, and there's a lot of them. A whole lot of them. Even with the crossbows. Okay. Now the difficult part will be killing them without being shot with the crossbow. Ouch. That's exactly the problem. Killing them without being shot myself. You nasties. Oops. Gotta eat something. Do I have a shield? I have a shield with me. Yes. Let me put the shield in the right slot.
That's funny. One builder is modeling, other one is working.
Morning is an independent thing. At least piglins don't have a lot of health. Besides the brutes.
True. Did you get some basalt, by the way?
No, no basalt yet. I didn't even find a
Damn it.
basalt biome yet.
But didn't you save a waypoint for that last time?
I waypointed it last time, but the server update, the mod pack update.
And you didn't copy it over.
No. So there's only one left of those of the brutes at least. Okay, I got the brute. There's another one here standing, but I think they can't move up, as far as I'm noticing. I think they're all having problems to move, right?
No, no, no.
I'm on fire. So I think that is fine. So now just have to get down.
Stupid piglins. It's unbelievable. We lost the builder again, right next to me. It was just, they just spawned as we and went onto the builder right away. It's like, what?
Ouch. Almost killed me. So let's see what we got here. Oh, those are some nice. There's some nice loot here. Certainly.
Wait, think we managed to get a level 1 guard tower this stream?
So,
Oh my god.
a lot of cooked pork chops. I got some nice golden armor. Full golden armor, basically.
Poor surely locked in and died. With some lava.
Netherite scrap, nice. Let me just dump all the stuff we definitely won't need in here. Do we need some good golden swords?
Golden swords, yeah, those are always good.
Oh, nice, a power 3 bow.
It's nice, take it.
There's a lot of there's some good things and some really crappy things. I don't think that we need those bad golden swords.
No.
What do we? The stone swords are more useful, I think. Sharpness 3, stone sword. What is that? 7 attack damage. That's better than my current sword. Okay. Only 2? I thought there were more than 2 chests. Only 2 chests. Okay, only 2. So I wonder if there are more piglins down here. I'm hearing more of them. I think that was it. Okay. I guess we go a little bit further north and hope... sorry, I now just read your message. Am I close by, or am I really far away from that nether basalt biome you're talking about? So up we go, further up. And we just continue going in this direction. Eventually we'll find one, I hope. So let me do a quick check up here. Okay. I can close a few more things here. My computer. It's right near base. Come on. Don't say those things. Okay, I'm coming back. At least made some loot. Power 2, power 3 bows.
Yeah, getting some bows, nice. Especially with a chance early on.
Yeah. Getting some more gold gear. Some pork chops.
No, the stupid magma cube tried to jump over our wall. I'm building it higher.
They were able to jump over the wall. Ah, the magma cube. Yeah, magma cubes are. And we gotta go
And the wall even is 4
all
high.
the way back.
We actually can jump 4 high.
All the way back in this direction. Let me delete this stuff here. Delete. Meh. Wait. No, we already said that we're going to visit other people's bases and show them off, definitely. Yeah, that is not something we have already promised. I need more of these. So, what do I have? Fire protection, mending. Oh, there's even one with mending.
It's nice.
I want to get down there. So... there's one of these nether gates. And we did need crying obsidian for something, wasn't it? Okay. Another gold armor stuff. What is magic siphon for an enchantment?
I think it steals potion effects.
Seems uninteresting.
Yeah.
But I'm getting some crying obsidian that is more useful. Even though I have to mine it twice. The same block. Come on, mining it. Okay, now it mined it. Who's cutting the onions? It's not me. Okay. Now we gotta run all the way back. At least we had a nice, interesting trip. So that's an old death. I died there already, and we now have to run to B. And I got some netherite scrap as well. One, that is. Not an awful lot, I know. Okay, we're getting really close to the first one. And we're getting to those nasty spikes. Again. Not this time you'll kill me. Not this time. Okay. I'm not lost. I'm not lost. I know exactly where I'm going. Do you see this? The B number reducing? Do you see this? I'm getting really close. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ouch. What was hurting here? Nether Bristol. There's a lot of things that hurt in the nether nowadays. Okay. Okay, I was almost scared by the nether strider. Chunks load, please.
Our citizens are complaining. There's no guard town near me. I'm not feeling safe. That's right.
Don't tell me. Oh, nice. Awesome. Amazing barrel. That definitely sounds like good news. Blockbench should be a relatively easy tool to learn. I think that's one of the tools I could even imagine me learning how to use in terms of creative tools. And I got two left hands as a right-hander in terms of art, that is. And Sam doesn't have to laugh because if I got 2 left hands, he got 3 left hands. Or he got 2 left hands and 2 left feet. Yes, I do remember that. See? We're getting very close to home. Jim. Just have to hope the chunks here to load. Our ladder's left-handed. Okay, I think we have to go around here. Yeah. I tried Blender once. I think for like half an hour or something like this. And I was like, this is just bad, usability wise. It was a bunch of years ago, I imagine Blender being much better nowadays than what it used to be back then. Since nowadays it's a tool that is used much more widely. It's still the same. I'm saying that when I tried that, it was like, yeah, 6 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, something like this. So I see piglins are not mad at me anymore. That's good news. I made it home.
Yay.
So,
Not good enough.
and now I can meet. I'm using the
Again?
preview G5 something. Someone said Octo. Where is Octo? Ah, he said he's at the ship, isn't he? Yes. I'm coming down to the ship. I'm coming down to this ship. So. Do we have to go up? Okay, we have to stay up. Blender people are used to its bad user interface. Well, let me drop off some of the stuff first down there. One colony per user it is, but that is configurable in the config file as well. Then mob drops, ores, etc. Then we got mob drops. Going to put these here and there as well. Frying obsidian. Okay. Now we are lighter. I'm coming up. So where do I have to go? Now he's only showing me the way. Leather? I don't have leather right here. Do you need leather? How much leather do you need? Oh yeah, I don't think we can bear so much. We need that for the guards to get them equipped. I do remember. I think Blender is relatively similar to GIMP, right? That those people say that GIMP is as powerful as Photoshop. But that is also only as powerful for Photoshop for people who know how to use GIMP. Oh, sorry. Sooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Okay. I'm not sure how much rotten flesh we have, Drew. Yeah, it's one of these things you just gotta get used to. But in general, I would say the usability of GIMP is very... Let's say I every time get mad when I open GIMP. It's like, what is this? Who designed this? Did they let the computer scientists do user interface design again?
It's like it got a ton of functionality, but the usability is terrible.
Yeah, it has a lot of function. It's similar to Blender, right? Tons of functionality. You can do almost everything you can do in all those fancy professional tools, but with zero usability.
Yeah, there's like some Git clients as well. Where even people who know Git don't understand what stuff is supposed to mean.
It took me years to find... Like, I used all kinds of Git clients already, but I'm really happy with with Git Kraken, I have to say.
I still like IntelliJ's integrated one more. It's so nice and simple.
I like to use the IntelliJ one for conflict resolution. I think there it is really good.
These code differences are really
The code differences in conflict resolution is really great. But the branch management, I don't like so much.
It's okay.
Like things like blame, etc. is fine, but general branch management I don't enjoy a lot. I think it was just straight down here. I remember going there once.
God, they are still not building.
Not down here. Octo is always stepping halfway. Oops. Did we crash?
Oh. Yep.
Yep, we crashed. Shoobidoop.
Actually, it didn't. It
just timed out. Yeah. Okay, can log back in then. Doobidoop, doobidoop, doobidoop. Oh, for people who like political discussions channels, two channels I like a lot on YouTube are one is Three Arrows. That one is relatively historic. It does a lot of historic content in general, which is relatively interesting. And another one that takes more actual thing is Thought Slime. I actually enjoy that one a lot. Don't agree 100% with all the things, but it's usually a relatively interesting analysis. I think they're an anarchist, and I don't think that anarchism would reasonably work. And we are in Minecraft waiting room. Yeah, Microsoft is not so bad. I think Microsoft is like the definition of being mediocre in user interface design, right? They're not Linux, but they're also not Apple.
Yeah, it's kind of some middle ground.
Like, they don't have all that functionality Linux has, but they have more functionality than what Apple has. So they're like really the middle thing in between the two.
You think Linux has better UI functionalities than
No.
Windows and Mac?
More functionality, like more things you can do with the operating system.
Yeah, with the system, but not with the UI.
No, not with the UI. No,
UI design Linux is dead last. Like,
no, no. What I meant is in functionality they have more, but it's more difficult to do those more things, right?
Yeah. The other day I tried to set
it's
like
here.
Wi-Fi strengths depending on power management mode. Like when it's on battery, that it's saving some Wi-Fi power, and on cable it's full power and such. Yeah, good luck finding that setting.
But to be honest, I remember I'm using Manjaro, and Manjaro is actually not so bad in terms of user interface design. I took a shortcut.
Yeah, but especially like system settings and such, where Linux is very basic always.
Manjaro is relatively good with system settings, surprisingly.
So you can go into system settings and set Wi-Fi strength depending on whether you're in battery or plugged in?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
God damn it.
Manjaro is Manchero is, in terms of user interface design, pretty good, I have to say. They
But
have
yeah,
a lot of
differs
options
a lot
there.
between the different Linux OSs.
So...
Working again.
So...
Still morning.
Still morning.
I wonder if like work time is going slower in the Nether.
Good question. Shouldn't.
Because morning takes so long.
But I wonder it's because we don't have the nights to sleep. I think that makes it seem longer.
Yeah, maybe. But nights also seem very long.
We have to check. Maybe the nether ticks a bit slower, I don't know.
Could be.
But it shouldn't. It's like the number of ticks that pass we're using, right?
Yeah, that's what we are thinking, yeah. Yeah. Like, hopefully it's not. Because they are morning still.
It's like I was saying, anarchy, I don't think it's because in anarchy you can't protect against, you're not protected against idiotism, let's say it like this. That's, I would say, the main problem of anarchy. Like, you have no protection against someone, a fascist influencing thousands of people to follow their stupid ideas and then take over, basically. Because you're only loosely organized, and that is then very difficult to protect against anything. So... although I do get anarchism as a intermediary state between two systems. That does make sense. But it's also like, I'm a developer that is focusing his entire PhD on proving that hierarchical systems are good. And that they are much more efficient than non-hierarchical systems. And that is a fact. Non-hierarchical systems have an enormous communication overhead and they don't scale large, right? That is, you can't scale non-hierarchical systems in a large way. You do need some kind, even if it's only for limited periods of time, but you do need hierarchies for huge group management. So after all, you're still going to need to elect leaders, and if you don't do that, you just have de facto leaders, so it's even less democratic than the shitty corporate democratic systems we currently have. Yeah, I'm putting a waypoint down here now. So I can delete these. And I add, what is the name of the block? Basalt. Basalt, confirm, done. So... I think there was like there is a famous essay that is, although mostly cited by the right, about structureless groups that have then that problem that you actually do have leaders, but zero transparency and much more uncontrolled power. Okay. But let's keep it at that for today. It's getting fairly late and I gotta get to sleep. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I guess I timed out as well, just at the right moment. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. We're going to be online tomorrow evening as well, and hopefully making a little bit more progress than today. We were gathering a lot of resources, so now after we come back tomorrow, we should be able to just mainly focus on feeding our builders to upgrade stuff. There's getting a bit more basalt to be done for that. If you want to join the fun on the server, you can become a Patreon and then support our amazing project. We highly appreciate all our Patreons, and as always, thank all of you for our help. We also have, you can also follow the channel, that's free and helps the server, the channel, to get more publicity, and also helps the mod to get more coverage as well. And after all, we always appreciate all our surprises as well. Darn it, Buyer Hazard, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope I'm not going to show up after the crash somewhere completely unrelated. I'm going to be offline now. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.
Right.